Righto. We had a talk today, myself and the producer.
Yep.
We've got the clock on. You can talk about the goal review. You got 360 seconds.
360 seconds.
To be honest, I wanted the lights to go off now so I can have a nap. You're eating up into your time. You're eating up to your time.
Let's start with the prevailing sense around this, which is now bordering on, I would say, unrest.
Hung it out to the right, it's trying to come back, it's tight, helped across the line by Mays, I think, or May rather. This will be interesting.
I believe it's a goal, just want to check it on
That's telling.
Score review, umpire's call is it's a goal, we just want to check whether it was touched on the line.
They're both a long way inside the field of play there, you'd imagine this would be overruled.
Review completed, umpire's call. Umpire's call, all clear goal.
Now, how you cannot overrule this is well before the goal line. You look at the slow motion and the ball comes off at an angle once he punches it. How you don't see that? Look at the angle it comes off. Ball coming straight down, bottom right-hand corner. Bang. If you can tell me that you're sitting up there and think, no, I'm not sure about that, we better go with the goal umpire's opinion and give it a go, we've got some serious problems.
So I think it's a mark. Can we just check to make sure?
You believe it's a mark?
Okay. Score review. Umpire's call is a mark. We just want to check whether it was over the line.
Review completed. Confirming umpire's call.
Okay, it's a mark. No. Hold on. You said umpires, you believed it was a mark. Let it go.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it was umpire's call. Okay, mark's here, it's a mark.
Just a bit.
I know the umpires get sent up the bush, but there's spots there for goal review umpires and for goal umpires.
He shouldn't miss from here. Bruce for his first. We're claiming touch the Cats.
I believe it was touched on the boot, I just want to check.
Review complete, confirming touch behind.
Touch.
I've got to say, I reckon we've opened a Pandora's box with this review system. You don't like it, Bruce? No, I don't.
I feel like resting my case. You couldn't script that stuff from the weekend.
Which one was worse?
They're all horrible in their own way. But so under the heading of is the system failing? Well, the answer is, of course, it's yes. And the reason we know this is where the Frawley one is such a crystallising moment. 3 years ago, this would have happened. It would have been signalled a goal, and as the ball was on its way back to the middle, we would have been shown a replay, and everyone on their couch would be going, "Oh, I was touched! That can't be a goal! It can't be a goal! We have to have a video review system. It should be in immediately to correct the howler." Well, there she is, folks, and it didn't get corrected. So the whole philosophical premise of it is a conceit that these will provide you with correct answers. What we have, Robbo, we've got a pretend system. It's not a real system.
No, I know.
It's a total fake.
Token. It's token.
We get my favourite part now is when the screen comes up in 4 parts. And
What do you look at?
2 of the angles are useless.
I go like this.
It's like
I
this.
can't
It's like
see
this.
it.
Look up here. Oh, look at all the angles we've got. It's fantastic. 2 of them are absolutely useless as a starting point. And then we start to review stuff that everybody knows is as it is. It's almost as if we're boosting the numbers as to what can be correct here. And the worst thing that can happen here is that we go, oh, we can't tell. Well, both umpires were totally comfortable with the fact that that was touched, but we won't back that decision anymore. So it's a made-up system. What needs to be done is what should have been done in the first place. Do you remember we sat here with Adrian Anderson in the week that it was introduced, and you said to him, will the AFL pay for cameras on the posts? And he said no, and you said it'll never work. And you are 100% right.
Thank you, Gerard.
Of course
That's
it will never work.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said about me on this show. And it has to be about the bloody review. And guess what? The AFL announced yesterday the cameras will be on the post.
That's this one as well. Look up here. Oh, we're going to put them in at 2 venues. No. If you have a system, it has to be a system. Minimum standards, consistent across all venues. Goal umpires on the posts, camera on the hat. That's it. And it's not so you can get all of them. Nobody's asking for all of them. but it's to get the best possible chance of getting the correct verdict, and this is case study number one.
Yeah, it is.
Best possible chance is by putting the camera on the umpire's hat. Now, I've heard this explained away, well, the umpire has to be in the right spot. Well, he was in the right spot. And it could have fallen in the category of we can't tell, but what do you know? If you give yourself the best chance, I reckon you get 90% of them and miss 10. At the moment, we get 10% of them and miss 90 because we're judging the run out from cover, which is just idiotic.
45 seconds to go. Question 3. What can we learn from other sports?
Well, we learned that it'll never be perfect. Major League Baseball has changed their review system. They used to have the umpire upstairs. Now they've got a central hub in New York. So wherever the game is played, this gets sent to the central hub in New York for a ruling. But
Isn't
the
that
trouble
incredible?
is...
Isn't that incredible?
So this is how they meet together and call into New York, get the man in the hub. Can you have a look at this? The trouble is in the Red Sox game last week, the stadium replay had one that the central hub in New York didn't have. And what do you know? What was inconclusive there was absolutely conclusive for everybody in the stadium. So it's
That's it, Gerard. You've had your...